right, guys, welcome back to the United States, Brazil. Again, my name is Stone, 50 to 42, 52-year-old veteran who moved from Arizona to Fortaleza, Brazil. Hopefully my first video on what you have to do to get a visa didn't confuse the crap out of everybody. Sorry, didn't mean to use bad language. This one hopefully should be a little bit shorter. This video is more for now that you have everything, what do you need to do once you get here, or what do you have to do in order to get here? It's about 8 different things, but it's going to be a lot quicker than the last time we did it, okay? So I got to read off the list because I'm walking and I'm not a very smart person. First thing you do is have to find a place to live. Very important. Do not do this on your own. Don't. I had a brother who lives here who helped me. He speaks Portuguese. I have a friend, his name is Billy Gringo. I will upload and put his information on. He is the guy you should call and hire for anything you need to do when you're coming to Brazil or moving to Brazil. He will help you get rent a lot cheaper and what you want and what you can find. If I was to have done this on my own, they were going to take advantage of me like there's no tomorrow. But I took my brother in there who spoke Portuguese. He's a businessman and life was much easier and I got what I wanted. And if you call or write Billy and ask him, you can hire him on. Tell him you need to get an apartment, you need to get a house, you need to get set up with bank accounts and everything else, and he is the person that will do that for you. But again, do not do this on your own. All right? Now, I got rid of everything I had when I moved to Brazil. It was actually kind of nice. Everything. I minimized myself down to like 3 pieces of luggage, 4 pieces of luggage. I flew back twice, so I was able to actually get more. But I took everything out, only took what I needed, left some stuff back at home with my family members. And the cost to ship your stuff here, especially in a big container, are thousands and thousands of dollars. So doing that, save money, get rid of everything, get all new when you get here. Everything's very, very expensive, except for electronics. I did bring my computer, I did bring my cell phone, I brought my security cameras, I bought my modems. I also went on Amazon, I got a bunch of travel adapters, which change everything into from American into 220 volts, so I can use American plugs. One thing I haven't found that works so far is the iced tea machine. Apparently the iced tea machine is kind of like a hair dryer. Even though I got a converter, it keeps blowing the fuses, so I guess they don't do iced tea machines out here, so I had to learn how to boil the water myself. It's all right, because I drink a lot of iced tea. They don't have sweetener out here either, so I had to bring like 1,500 packs of sweetener with me. All right, now as long as you have a CPF, you'll have no problem getting an apartment lease, you'll have no problem getting power in your name, you'll have no problem getting cable in your name. I did make sure the cable was part of my rent. And there's a thing here called a tax, property tax. It's like a monthly tax that goes on that pays for the taxes and everything in these big high-rise units. You want to make sure that's included. You don't want to have to pay that separately after the fact. You want to make sure everything is all taken care of right in the beginning. Okay, now a great thing to do is order foreign currency before you get on a plane. It's easy, just go to your bank. Some you can do it online, most of you go on bank, you go in, say I need to order foreign currency. The funny thing is it's all brand new. You can't even get brand new foreign currency here in Brazil. But boy, they give you brand new real when you get to, when they give it to you in America. It's a good thing to have because when you go to ATMs out here, it's another thing we'll go over, but ATMs out here, you can get money from an ATM, but they're 24-hour ATMs you can go to. And they put about 23 real, 24 real fee on top. You cannot get your money from banks. Banks are not set up that way, so you can't walk into a Itaú bank, you can't walk into Banco do Brazil, you just can't do it. You have to go to the gas stations or wherever there's 24-hour banking, and then you can take the money out. I know it's unusual, but that's just the way life works. So make sure if you're going to take money out, you find a gas station around where you are. It's not too hard to find. You just got to pay a small fee. Now, I kept my phone. I kept my AT&T phone. I kept my AT&T phone numbers, I kept my American phone numbers, and because I get unlimited talks, text, and everything else international with AT&T coming out here. A lot of times you do need a Brazilian phone number if you do move out here, which is fine. Um, you can get a SIM card at any store around here, and it's like I had it charged to my American account. It's like $5, $6 American a month, and it turns on the SIM card and the phone number. Well, if you get WhatsApp Business, you can also put WhatsApp Business on your phone separately. So WhatsApp Business on my phone is my Brazilian phone number, and WhatsApp on my phone is my American phone number. So I have two different phone numbers. So my Brazilian phone number actually does work. Anytime someone can call me WhatsApp Business. So you don't actually technically need a phone. I bought one, but then I decided I'd never used it. So I sold it to my Portuguese teacher because it automatically goes through my phone. Also, WhatsApp Business, you can use on your computers and everything else. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, choose a VPN. If you're a TV watcher like I am, a VPN is very important. I have VPN Express and I have NordVPN. It just depends on what I'm doing. On Nord, I actually have a dedicated VPN. It'll play, when you turn on the VPN on your TVs or your computers, it'll play Amazon in America, it'll play Paramount Plus in America, Max, Netflix, Disney, Disney Plus, Hulu. The thing you're going to run into, now please don't get confused. With my VPN on, every streaming service I have works on a computer without a problem. No problems whatsoever. I try to run all my streaming services through a Fire Stick. We kind of run into problems. Paramount doesn't want to play on a Fire Stick. And Amazon gets kind of quirky on a Fire Stick. Everything does work on my computer. Now, sometimes when I want to really watch it in the big screen, I wirelessly transfer from my computer right to my screen, 75-inch screen. I get to watch whatever I want anytime I want. So it is great. All right. Now make sure you're going to have a translator. I use Google Translate on my phone. I also have several other translator box that work. I also have time kettle translators where I put one in my ear, or they put one in their ear. As I talk English, it goes into their ear in Portuguese, and as they talk Portuguese, it goes into my ear in English. There's actually a lot of companies out there like that now, but I use Time Kettle, and I think Time Kettle was actually worked pretty good. They're not cheap, but it will get you around. But my Google Translate on my cell phone, every time I order an Uber, anytime I go anywhere, my Google Translate works great. So I really don't have a problem with that. Okay. Now, when you do get your plane ticket, things are kind of weird. Like American Airlines will say 50 pounds or 52 pounds or whatever it is the amount of luggage you can carry or the weight. You go to LATAM Airlines, it's 75 pounds. You got to go with the lowest. You can't go with the highest or you'll be paying a lot of money or wearing a lot of clothes when you get on the plane. And then it gets to be really, really hot. So remember, watch between the airlines, make sure you get your luggage exactly the right weight, because if you don't, they're going to hit you for it. Also, TSA approved locks. I did it once without TSA approved locks and they cut all my locks and taped my luggage back together or zip tied it back together. Now that I got TSA locks, I don't have a problem. They take my locks, they undo it, they check what they need to check. Okay, a couple other things. If you vape, like I do, certain things are illegal here. Like this type of mod is illegal in Brazil. I did bring it over from Brazil. I had it in my luggage. I had one on me. I usually go back home every 6 months and I get the vape juice because it's really hard to get the vape juice. You're going to want to take 10, 12 bottles of vape juice if you plan on going back to America every 6 months. Either that, you're going to have to get used to other juices, and I can only use one. Just a little thing. For those who don't vape, that's okay. But anyways, folks, living here and moving here is not, well, bank accounts are also a little bit hard when you get here. You can't get a bank account till you get here. And when you get here, you actually have to take your form that they gave you for your visa and actually go to the police department of Federal, and they put all the information in, and then they get you set up for a resident card. Resident card won't come for 20 to 30 days, which is fine, but you can't open a bank account within 20 or 30 days. I tried with my number. They said, no, no, no. So I had to wait 20, 30 days until my number actually came. And then once my number came, then I was able to open a bank account. There are several different banks. You can go Itaú, Banco do Brazil, okay? There are some online banks which people really, really love. So it just depends on what you're looking for and what you're planning on doing with it. So once I got here, I already had an apartment lined up. If you don't already have an apartment lined up, any one of these high rises here that you see behind me, let's see here. Any one of these high rises you hear that you see behind me, any one of these kids. Usually you can get a night booked for $20, $23 a night. It's pretty cheap. That's why I would say if you don't have someone here in Brazil, you're gonna have to call Billy. Billy's the best. Tell him what you want. He'll go, he'll make the introductions, he'll find you the best prices, and then you'll have what you need. So when you get here, you already have your rent paid, you already have your deposit paid. I took a year's worth of rent. Okay, I love Fortaleza, but in October, I'm gonna move to the beach, to Cambuco. So I wanna be close to the beach, I wanna be on the beach. All right, again, if any of you guys have any questions, please feel free to write in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you like my videos, even though this is only the second one. All right, I'll be more than happy to do whatever topics you want or create whatever topics you want. All right, we'll be back with more interesting facts about Fortaleza, Brazil and Brazil on our next video. You guys have a great day. Bye.